The scene is being set here in Memphis, Tennessee at FedEx Forum. The Rockets taking on the Grizzlies. For Houston, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection, the unspoken bond that yields victory. Grizzlies, Rockets. We'll be right back after this. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Here's the starting group for Houston. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Then it's Alperen Sengun. Then it's Thompson, and it's Okogie in at the 2. And for the Grizzlies, the wing pair, it's Caldwell Pope and Wells. Jock Landale's out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Morant in at the point. Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
Now the Rockets with it. KD drives in, and it's blocked. Now here's Wells. Guarded by KD. Back to Wells. Takes the 13-footer, and the basket is good.
A good shooter and defender. KCP can also make plays for others.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
It's Morant in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow. When Morant is hitting the 3, he becomes basically unguardable.
Smith outside. Three-pointer. The Rockets with another miss. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the shot goes in. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Coach, I know you're familiar with Caldwell Pope's game from coaching him early in his career.
Yeah, look, Kevin, and he's just continued to get better and better. And like most veteran guys, he's just gotten smarter with the experience that he has. This is a guy who plays with great energy. He's in great shape, and he is tough as heck and is not going to make many mistakes.
That one goes. Count it.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Now, Sengun, after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Jackson Jr. is an athlete, a big man with some big-time hops.
Smith outside, lets it go from deep. Now in the scoring column with that bucket, 1 for 2 this game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
It's tipped. Wells with the steal. And Memphis turns it over again. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring team. Second, the Grizzlies.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Houston making a switch. Eason's checked in.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Here's Morant. Sengun with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
The shot's good from Smith. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Pass to Jackson. To the wing right side. Some nice passing there by Memphis. No coverage that time.
Well, you have to appreciate how Caldwell Pope always stays ready to jump in and make the play.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Grizzlies made multiple moves over the last year to free up salary, and they put it to good use this summer with extensions for Jaren Jackson Jr. and Santi Aldama, not to mention signing free agent guard Ty Jerome. Now, trading away Desmond Bane hurt, but this team should continue to be a factor.
They play with swagger. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jock Landale. Gigi Jackson comes in for Jaren Jackson. Williams, he's checked in for Jalen Wells. And Conchar subbed in for John Morant. The Rockets also changing it up. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Durant.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope isn't a guy that shoots a ton of free throws, but he makes them count.
1:36 left to play here in the first.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Williams. Jackson finds Williams. And it's off from three-point range. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Thompson passes to Shepard. No good with the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. That's tipped. Back to Thompson. Wide open. Offensive rebound. The tray. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Almond will blow right by you.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Thompson with the bucket.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Jackson. And another miss by Memphis. Eason with it. Still without a basket. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
We've got John Conchaw. Vince Williams out there with Santi Aldama. And there's Jackson. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A three-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Shot by Eason, no good. Memphis leading. Pass to Aldama. Memphis moving it around. Sinks the triple. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change, but your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
Here's Conchar. Scoreless thus far. Here's Şengün. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Although not the strongest, Şengün has a solid base and incredible footwork.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Grizzlies making a change here. Morant's checked in. Houston also making some changes. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Adams. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Aaron Holiday.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves.
Here's Morant. 7 points in the game. It's stolen by Shepard. Here's Durant. The powerful flush by Durant.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And Morant gets it to go.
Well, the defense is going to give Morant that shot. They're trying as hard as they can to defend the rim. That opens up the mid-range jumper.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Off target with his 3. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Thompson with the bucket.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Morant. The Rockets pull it in. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Well, watching the film, I thought they did a great job playing with energy.
Here's KD, and finished off by KD.
Oh, rising up for the throwdown. I love seeing KD finish with some power.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Morant. In the center of things, Morant.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
The electric John Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with John Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for John means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jock Landale's checked in for Santi Aldama. Jalen Wells comes in for Williams. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Conjo.
And we mentioned Durant's scoring ability often, but they're showing how good of a passer he can be.
Wells kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Morant for three. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got his fourth rebound in this one. Smith the pass to Okogie. Houston moving the ball around. Thompson misses. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Wells. Landale with the bucket. Landale's got 4 points in the quarter.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Smith for 3. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. KD's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Outside Jackson. Drives to the hoop. Out to Morant. Over Thompson. And it's Morant missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Wells. Back to Caldwell Pope. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Caldwell Pope's got 6 points.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And so it's the Houston Rockets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
KD, you were so on top of it defensively. How have you been able to contain them?
They're so tough, but we're playing hard. You know, guys are getting beat, but we're helping each other out, and that's what we have to do if we want to win this game.
Thanks, Kevin.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
They're thinking about the shot.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well for the Houston Rockets.
Some teams say they're going to attack the paint. These guys are just doing it, and you see the result.
I know, that's music to your ears, and they need to keep playing that too.
And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, they've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together, they play for one another, they're well coached. This team is a team to watch for the rest of the year.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Rockets leading by 7. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Then it's Thompson, then it's Durant, and it's Okogie in at the shooting guard position.
A guy who is ready to fight for it. Şengün using that strength to get that one to go.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And so here's Memphis. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. A couple seasons ago, beset with injuries, the Grizzlies rode Jaren Jackson Jr. He said, I probably had never been put in a position to be that offensively free in my life. Getting those experiences, I can take that going forward. But it's more fun to have everybody around you, for sure. Kevin, back to you.
Great to see how he's grown. Allie, we thank you very much. And the basket by Okogie.
And good pass right there from Smith Jr. His teammates appreciate that selflessness.
The 3 from Morant. Rebound by Smith. Rockets leading by 12. KD passes to Smith. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got his 6th assist on the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. This break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Rockets, number 1. Second, the Grizzlies.
I mean, these clubs are almost a mirror image of one another in that regard. You look at the rebounding numbers, really impressive just how physically dominant they both are in the paint.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Caldwell Pope kicks to Well. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Morant outside. Just 5 to shoot. There's a screen. Puts up a deep 3. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Okogie for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Jackson misses.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Şengün, it's good. The assist that time from Smith. Şengün's got 9.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
To end the drought, and that one's good. Morant.
Well, a bit of a cold start to the second half. They need to settle down and get some better looks.
In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for Ja Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. And it's Smith missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Jackson misses. Now the Rockets with it. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And the basket by Okogie.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. Caldwell Pope outside. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Morant. It's rebounded by Houston. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isola. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Grizzlies with some changes. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jock Landale. Vince Williams comes in for Wells. And Conchar subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Houston also making some changes. Tari Eason's checked in for Jabari Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Josh Okogie. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's stolen by Shepard. He lobs it up, deflects the pass. Morant outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Morant's got 18 points in the game.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Williams kicks to Morant. Pass to Conchar. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the bucket. Morant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Hits the jump hook. And the Rockets lead by 17.
It just moves so fluidly for a guy his size. Durant is an absolute terror to defend on the drive.
Outside Jackson. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Şengün kicks to Thompson. Here's Eason. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Eason's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Conchar, the pass to Williams. There's a screen by Aldama. Inside, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Rockets leading by 15. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The 3 from KD. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And it's Morant missing.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. And so it's Houston, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Santi Aldama is out there with Vince Williams. Then it's John Conjaw. And there's Jackson. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Rockets leading by 15. From outside the arc. Şengün, no good. Williams looking around. Aldama, it's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, you don't see that kind of quickness from Aldama all that often.
Here's Eason. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Pass to Aldama. Jackson, a screen on Şengün. Aldama can't hit. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Şengün kicks to Adams. Here's Davison. A second chance effort, and it's Adams getting it to go. Adams has got his first points of the night.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And we have a timeout called by Thomas Isolo. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Williams. And it's Morant in for Conjaw. Durant's checked in for the Rockets. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. It's Durant on the wing. There's the triple. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Rockets lead by 17.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Offensive rebound. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Sheppard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Morant passes to Landale. Back to Morant. And they double up Morant. And so the ball's out of bounds. Morant touched it last. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Friday, they'll be playing against Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you know for that matchup with Washington. Seems like the season's flying by, as that's already their 10th contest of the year. Pecking order in the league starting to take shape.
And it's Sheppard missing.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And here is Wells. Here's Morant. The leader, keeping his balance.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Wells passes to Jackson, and there's the dunk.
Well, look, Jackson Jr. is a tremendous dunker. You can feel that one from over here.
And Josh Okogie gets the three. Okogie's got 11 in the second half. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the #1 thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
They get it again. Landale, the hustle points, huge bucket.
And the D getting out work there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Down low, here's Bassey. He doesn't hit that one. Great defense that time from Şengün.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Amen Thompson.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Thompson against Morant. From the lane. Rebounded by Thompson. Here's Houston now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Durant, that's good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's Okogie. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Now Morant. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game. Allie.
KD, you were really setting the table for your teammates. Was that a conscious decision?
I just wanted to see the floor a little better than I did last game. See where the help is coming from, see if they're helping, doubling, shadowing, you know. So I just tried to play the game and be cerebral out there, and we played great defense on that.
Your court vision was on point. Thanks, KD.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.